What's up, YouTube? Matt Gillette with Gillette-Ranch. Sorry it's a little windy. Came out to the ranch today on Sunday to check things out, see how the seed of the grass have sprouted after the big rain. The only areas that it really sprouted is where water pulled up in different areas. But last week, or I guess on Wednesday, I haven't posted any videos, but I came out and I put in a 200 channel cat. They said they're 5 to 8 inches, but to me, most of them are 5 to 4 inches. Then I put 10 pounds of minnows. The minnows were different sizes, but they were full of eggs. So I'm sure they attach their eggs to all these water plants. I think it's water primrose or primrose, however you say it. But it was pretty murky because all that. We got an inch and a half of rain, but it's starting to clear up already. I can see about I don't know, 7 to 8 inches down. The feeder had gone off already. I should have filmed it, but the fish went crazy, and the turtles. Everybody showed up: grass carp, catfish, bluegill. A couple of times the past years we put black crappie, and twice at 100 fish each, but they're all about, they said they're 1 to 3 inches, but most of them are about half an inch to 1 inch. So I'm sure they've all became fish food from bass and the catfish and even the small perch. But since we fished, I've never caught a black crappie out of here. Probably go buy 50 adults from Overton Fisheries and bring them here so I have a chance to spawn. I don't know if I'll do that this year or next year. I wanted to get tilapia, but it's already the end of May. I don't know if I'm gonna buy the tilapia this year or not. Yeah. Pond looks good. Everything I sprayed finally has died off. I still need to spray on I guess the southern fences. Tons of sunflowers and weeds still on that. That's really the only place I have sunflowers left, is where I haven't sprayed over there. Let's go take a look. Just filled up the fish feeder with some catfish food. It took 50 pounds. This is where all the sediment washed here. I didn't want that to happen, but I knew it was going to since there's no grasses. But yeah, 5 to 6 inches all through this berm area now. I'll have to clean it out, but I want all the grasses to sprout up first. I don't know if I'll do one run through here or not. Haven't decided. Drive around the pond real quick. Most everything's dried up pretty good from being muddy. But we need another rain to get the rest of these grass seeds to sprout. Like I said, the only area that really sprouted is where water had pulled up and sat there for a couple days. See, water pulled up here, so the grass seeds are sprouting a little bit right through here. Over here, this area we planted that pipeline mix. It had a variety of 9 seeds. Most of this is grasses that are already been there and weeds popping up where it's green. But there's a few areas where some of the grasses are sprouting up. I'm not sure which variety it is because they'll all look a little different. But then the other thing that happened, we went to turn our water on at the front of the property. I'll drive up there. And had so much flooding, all the water was flowing across the property. The whole meter filled up with sediment and floated up and popped it off. Then we were digging it out this morning, and it was all full of seeds that started to sprout, so it looked kind of funny. You see the weeds that came up, even though we disked and raked it. This is where we planted just the native seeds. The native grasses had 7 types. Again, grasses only sprouted where the water kind of pulled up. So we need this had a slow rain, soaking rain, not a flash flood like it seems every time it rains. That's why we get an 1.5 inches super fast within like an hour or two. We need another rain. This is where we had to dig out the water meter because it just floated to the top, and that was some roadkill. I guess a raccoon got ran over or something. The buzzards were checking it out earlier. We'll draw the perimeter of it real quick. You see, not a lot of grasses, or doesn't even look like anything has sprouted over here. A few areas just sprouted. We just needed a slow rain. I don't know if there's any rain in the forecast around here. We're outside Waco in Mount Calm, Texas, off of 31. It's been cloudy all day. Sun's starting to come out. Windmills are all blowing. In the distance, either they're repairing their windmill or putting another one in. Couldn't tell. They got the cranes up. Just driving the perimeter of the 35 acres. I saw something earlier I wanted to go look at. It looked like a piece of metal. That storm that came through had 60-mile-an-hour winds, so it split some of these trees. Blew a bunch of junk around. I should pick up those pieces of wood. This was a piece of wood. I thought it was a piece of metal. It was a piece of wood. Over here you got some stuff sprouting up. I'm not sure what variety of seed it is. You can see where all the water trails went. All head towards the creek. Sunflowers I need to spray. This was a big old drop off, and I've been filling it up with dirt. And the sticks we don't need, just dump it over here to fill this area up. You can see it filled up with water, and it slowly seeped out over there. It actually filled up and was overflowing it. But I'll probably use this area, like the down trees or brush and stuff like that, or more sticks. I'll just throw it over here and burn it right here on the side of the property line. But this probably be the best place to do that right here. Of course, this area is not seeded, so I just keep on filling in with rocks, sticks, stumps, and I start trimming the fence line up over here. Probably in the fall when all the leaves are off, I'll start doing that again. It's way easier. On the other side of this fence, there's 45 acres of our property. That Packwood Creek, of course, a seasonal creek, but it will come up 20 foot in a flash flood. I need the raccoons ripped all the wires off my feeder again. The way I put the hog panels around it, cattle panels, they had to climb that up and hang on the wires, so I need to rewire it and change it up. I was just trying to keep the cattle from breaking it, and now the raccoons keep messing with it, ripping all the wires out. But there's no food in it now, but every day the hogs would come about 5:30, 6:30, the hogs would always come over here. I need to fix it and put some feed in there so I can start taking out some logs, eat a few of them. Last one I shot, we ate the ribs off it. Oh man, they were good. And over here, this is a 2.5 acres. I can see the guy who we leased the back 45. He has cattle. You can tell they walked through there a little bit, but nothing sprouted up over there at all. Of course, I told you before, this is here. I want the pond to drain through here, and this whole area I want to make an acre pond. Of course, I have to push dirt towards the to the creek, not all the way to the creek because it'll wash out and it'll take out a few trees, but I want that pond to drain into another pond so we have more water out here. Then another thing, I'm gonna go check my worm farm where I have these tomatoes that sprouted up. See what it looks like. Oh, they're coming up pretty good. I threw lots of vegetables in here. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's just junk growing through the bottom. Feels kind of weird. I guess we'll see as they get bigger. Of course, these tomatoes are getting bigger. I'll throw some water on the tomatoes. Here's the pond again. Still pretty breezy. Next thing we do, we need to put a couple T-posts, actually a T-post here, so we can anchor back this fence, the hot wire fence. We need to anchor with 1, 2, right behind that oak tree right there, the darker green tree. The fence kind of leaning. Then when we tighten the fence, it kind of goes slants down, but y'all can't see it, but or it kind of goes down right there. The T-post, we tightened the wire and it was so moist that it just pulled it out of the ground, but I figured it would do that. But no cattle are gonna come under that fence, especially as it's hot. But appreciate you watching the video. Please like and subscribe. Again, Matt Gillette on Gillette-Ranch out in Mount Calm, Texas. Have a good day. Peace.